Hey you folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to what is probably going to be our final XCOM 2 pre-release mission. If it's a long mission, we might end up having to take a couple of videos to do it, but we're going to be wrapping up this series here, and the reason is that because of the pre-release nature of the game, there's a lot of story spoilers and things like that we can't show, which means we end up skipping a bunch of content, we end up skipping a bunch of cutscenes, and that's feeling like this is not what I want my XCOM 2 Let's Play to be in the end. So we're going to be putting sort of a pin in this, plus I end up skipping a bunch of cutscenes here that I can't show you guys, and I would also like to see. So it'd be nice to do a more proper full Let's Play at release. It means that there's a lot of late gamey stuff that we might not properly be able to show off. We might not even get to the point here, apparently, where we'll unlock the 5th XCOM class. The Scion? The Psyops? The Psy something. I don't remember, but it's a class that uses psionics, and actually they train up in a very different way from most of the other soldiers. It would have been nice to reach there. We may not in the regular Let's Play. Maybe what I'll do is I'll fast forward until a bit later, until I've got one unlocked, and make one extra video after this. We'll see how it goes, but this will be the end of the sort of more sequential playthrough. So we've got a lot of stuff in the queue right now. We're just going to go to Bridge and spend a little bit of time. Also, I was worried about these supply drops. It looked like they would run out of supplies given an amount of time. I don't think that's what happens. What you're going to see here as we advance forward, you should actually see that these last few days, at the end of each day, we'll get a partial amount of the supplies. So I was seeing that number like drop, and I thought, oh my god, I'm getting less. But I think it's because we're collecting some of it. You can actually see it accrue over here, and power relay is done. Lovely. So this is giving us, what, +3 power, so that brings us to, we're going to be using 12 of 15. We can also staff it with an engineer over here, which will give us an extra 5 power above that, so it'll actually bring us to a total of 20 power. We can also upgrade this to allow a second engineer to be positioned here for another +5 later on, which is good. Right now, we don't need to do that. We are simply clearing the debris. I think, okay, we have an engineer working that. Do we have an engineer in the proving ground? No. So I've got a second one. So Toby Burns can work on that and help me get a new experimental grenade a little bit sooner. I think we're good. Okay. Alright, collected everything. Fly back to Resistance HQ. And here's something we haven't done before. When you actually are specifically at the Resistance HQ, you will actually get a pop-up for it, because I haven't done it before. We can actually buy these goods. If I back out of here, whenever we're here, we can hit this button and pick up some Resistance goods. You can have one scanning bonus at a time. Here we have the option of having faster construction of facilities, which is pretty nice. This one here would actually let our soldiers heal faster, recover from their injuries faster, which seems to be the sort of thing we could really use. We could also hire someone. We could get a corporal specialist. Not a rookie, not a squatty, but an actual corporal rank, already a specialist if we needed one. That might be nice. It's 180 supply. I think I'm going to hold off on that because we'll probably use it for building more rooms and or buy more gear. An engineer would also be quite nice, but I'm just going to hold off until now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swing over to New Arctic over here and finish building the radio relay, which will give us more monthly supplies, as well as lowering the cost of other connections over here, which basically means that East Asia would be slightly cheaper to do. But honestly, I think I connect to East Asia from, what was that, New India? So it's not as required, but it still gives us more monthly income, so that's okay. Okay, our experimental grenade. We have unlocked the gas grenade. Fast-acting toxin allows the gas grenade to deal damage over a much larger area than our standard frag grenade, and any organic unit caught in the blast radius will suffer additional debilitating effect of poison over extended period of time. One gas grenade has been added to our inventory. So what the experimental grenades do in our proving ground, and we have a Skulljack queued up for that next, which is great. Every time we complete this, we get one copy of a random fancy grenade. Now, just like the medkit, using the grenade on a mission does not consume it. It just means we'll only be able to equip one soldier with it, but we should be able to continuously reuse this as far as I know. I know there's an acid grenade as well. I don't know how many types of grenades there are, but there are definitely a few different variants, so it's going to be worth researching this more than once. Same thing with the experimental ammo. But right now we do have the Skulljack in the queue, so I'm going to let it go ahead and finish that. That takes 7 days to do that, because that is our current main quest objective stuff. Let's finish this radio relay. There we go. We can leave this cutscene in because it doesn't actually have any story elements. Looking concerned. Other than the LCD touchscreen, to me this has a very like Fallout 4 settlement building vibe. It's like put up a radio station, track people to Sanctuary so that they can, I don't know, collect dirty water for you. Bum-ba-bum. Alright. So now our income, our monthly income, has gone up because of that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to...
Avenger plotting new course.
Okay, I was just panning around, but it looks like it clicked at the right place, which is good. Actually, I think it clicked in battlefield supplies, which is not what I'm looking for. I want to make contact in New India.
Commander, we've utilized all of our available...
So that took 30 intel. It's also our third contact, so we're filling that slot. We would have to go and build some new buildings to be able to have additional contacts, which obviously we'd want later on. Alien encryption. This is unlocking a new facility, the Shadow Chamber. This facility allows Dr. Taigen and Chief Shen to conduct highly specialized project to decrypt the aliens' most valuable secrets. Sounds pretty good. We'll start researching psionics over here, but I don't think we're actually going to complete it in this video.
Valuable applications stemming from this,
but I believe this will lead to the 5th class.
Report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
New objective added.
Build the Shadow Chamber. Okay, we will work on that.
A greater understanding of the aliens' encryption methods. We can now construct a facility designed specifically to analyze any materials we recover related to their Avatar project. I would suggest we begin immediately, Commander.
All right, well, we're going to begin in one day. How does that sound? Alien debris cleared. There we go. We got a little bit of extra supply. The Shadow Chamber needs 5 power. So what we're going to do in our power relay, we're going to go ahead and tell Charlie Ferguson to work this power relay, increasing our capacity to 20, which will give us enough to go ahead and start on the Shadow Chamber. I mean, there's lots of stuff I would like here, but let's go ahead and build this.
Construction initiated.
It doesn't have an engineer, so it's not building faster. We've still got our engineer in the proving ground working on the Skulljack, and I'm okay with that, I think. After we finish the Skulljack, maybe we'll move him to the Shadow Chamber. Keep working on making contact. Ah, alright, we got another Guerrilla Ops option. So, there's 2 dark events that we can counter right now. We can counter the Alien Infiltrators, which puts hidden faceless aliens on each mission. Or, we can counter Vigilance, which increases the detection radii of all enemies. This is an easier mission that rewards us with supplies. This is a moderate difficulty mission that rewards us with an engineer. I'm going to go with that one. I mean, I think the detection radius versus the hidden alien is a little 50-50. Honestly, I'd probably be more paranoid about the hidden alien over here. I think we're going to appreciate having the extra engineer, so we're going to do Operation Mountain Fist, which sounds like a Book of 9 Swords maneuver from Dungeons & Dragons 3.5. You guys know what I'm talking about. Excuse me. I am still, I've been sick. I got sick. After pre-recording the last batch of XCOM videos, I am now very ill, so my voice is going to be pretty broken up here. Alright, we've got a new sergeant over here that we got to go ahead and name up. Let's customize over here. Character info, nickname, excuse me, nickname. I'm dying, you guys. Oh my god, okay. I'm okay. You're going to be named Sluffy. Sluffy over here. Welcome to the party, and we need to give you a color. Not skin color. Armor color. You know what? We don't have anyone who's yellow yet, so that's going to be you. We're going to give you the weapon color as well. And it looks like we have a weapon upgrade kicking around. Increased clip size. That is very good. That'd be particularly nice on... Sorry, I had to just mute there. I'm really dying here. I'm gonna get a cough drop. I'm sorry if it's gonna make some noise. This is not a very professional video, but I did not feel this bad when I started the video here. Alright. That, I feel, might be really nice on a Grenadier, because their miniguns only have, I think, a clip capacity of 3. Although, so does the Sniper. And honestly, I want the Snipers. You know what? Go ahead. Your name. It says a superior expanded magazine. I think the base one just gives you, like, +1 shots or something like this. So now, Holly Sloppy Jones over here does not have to reload very often, which is wonderful. Okay, what's our comp? 2 sharpshooters, 2 specialists, and a ranger. I think we're going to replace Squatty Lee over here with a grenadier. Mazeltine over here, who's all dressed in purple, ready to go. Double grenades. I think I'm going to stick with the conventional grenades on him. I don't know how one of the specialty grenades would work with the Grenadier. So it seems like a good idea to, I don't know. I mean, a good idea might be to test it. We'll have Corporal Yamato, our ranger here, have the sight ball, which I think is a good idea. I don't know if I were to fire this while I was still as in phantom mode, would that break my cover? I bet you it would, even though it's a non-combat grenade. Our specialist here, you are certainly going to be equipped with a med kit. Even though I don't think you've got the upgrade to heal at range, which is too bad. So the question becomes, do we want to replace Catnip's med kit with a grenade? Because I think I'm good with having a second grenade kicking around. Oh, we have the specialty one. You know what? Sloppy, why don't you grab the gas grenade? Does damage over time, over a wider area. That is a very different kind of mechanic here. Since I think we can only heal one time with Squatty Jenkins over here as opposed to twice because of the medical protocol, I'm going to keep the other med kit. I think that's going to be handy. Let's go ahead and launch this mission. It'd be nice if you could apply a paint job to your Sky Ranger, but I think this is a pre-rendered cutscene. I'm not sure though.
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
Begin mission.
Team of
All right.
resistance scouts located an exposed access point in this area tied directly into the Advent network. We lost contact with the squad shortly thereafter, but not before they sent a data fragment tied to the aliens' latest operation. We're moving to recover the data, but we'll have to work fast to hack the network before Advent shuts down the connection. Be prepared to neutralize all hostile contacts and secure the area. Recovering that data is our only shot at stopping their progress.
Okay, so this will be time because we're going to have to reach a thingamabob, and it sounds like what we're going to have to do is hack it, which is good because our specialist should be able to do a ranged hack, which will save us at least one turn of movement. So that's nice because we can afford to be a little bit more cautious and hopefully not get anyone killed. This is a moderate difficulty mission.
Menace 1-5, this is Avenger. The access point we're after is just ahead.
Yeah,
Move to secure the
and it
area.
is going to be a hack.
Hostile resistance.
Okay, so we start in concealment. We see no threats at this time. That is a sensor tower. Now, it looks to me like we are out of range. We don't have vision over the tower to hack it. I'm going to go and single move up here with my specialist. Shouldn't be any threats around. And ideally, yes, we can spot the tower and start a hack.
Bypassing security.
Now, this might not be required. And honestly, we are taking a risk here because if the hack fails, we'll be in trouble. But if we get really lucky, we might be able to apply some sort of debuff here. Okay. If I change it, yeah, it does change it. So I'm going to take the safer one here, which 50% chance of success, 50% chance of fail. Fail, all enemies will gain a defense and mobility boost. That's really bad. And honestly, disorienting enemies for 2 turns, well, we're still roaming around in cover right now. I don't think I'm willing to take this risk. Mikey's got too low of a tech score. I'm going to cancel this hack. I wonder if that still used up my second action, since I'm not actually performing the hack. Okay, now that's something we might want to consider when the battle starts, when it might be worth disorienting a ton of enemies, but right now, no. Okay, this is my my ranger, who I think I will want to move last. So we got windows. I don't see any civilians. I think it's safe to double move up to here. It is very risky that we might get flanked and be spotted from further away over here, though. I suppose the safer thing to do, not with you, with Tadashi here, is I'm going to single move up to here. Although, honestly, this is not going to give us any more vision than what we had before. Sloppy, you're going to double move to here. I don't think there's anything... Yeah, we're not walking into any vision range. We should be perfectly fine over here. Cross my fingers. Sloppy, who has the gas grenade. Yeah, that's okay. We'd already spotted that. Thanks. I'm good. Alright. Double move to be against the window. I mean, certainly we might get spotted. Well, if I'm going to do that, I don't want to get spotted with my ranger. Too bad I can't hack that. But I think for this, we actually need the Haywire Protocol. I think they just count as robotic enemies. It's probably okay to move up to here. There's a bit of a risk that we might get spotted from something in the house, but I don't think so.
Got a group of hostiles over here.
Yeah, alright, that's what I expected. To be able to see some hostiles, but not have them see us. And then we can set up. And they would be a good group of people to potentially gas grenade, I'm not sure. At this point, I think I feel very safe. At the very least, I'm going to double move next to the window here. There should be almost no chance for anything to spot us, and we will peek into the building a bit more and just verify that there's nothing in there. This is Mazeltine. I'm going to get you to move up here. You don't need your cover there anymore. And Catnip Attic. It looks like... Wow, that's full cover? Really? And if it looks like if I move here, nothing's going to spot me, and then we'll be in a great position for a snipe on the next turn. Okay, wonderful. Excellent. So far, I like the way this is shaping up, but it is a moderate difficulty mission. I mean, we've already seen one Viper. We've already seen 2 turrets. We know turrets are heavily, heavily armored. We've got some grenades to help clear that. But other than that, I don't think Tadashi... No, Tadashi doesn't have the armor shredding. He has his additional armor. Would have been nice to be able to minigun this thing and shred some of the armor. Now, we can move up to as far as here and still not get spotted, unless that pigeon spots us. We got civilians inside, plus, of course, it would involve breaking windows, so we're not going to do that. How are we going to start off here? This is really tough. Oh, we lost the aliens. They probably just pathed away over here. I mean, I think what we have to do is start off by grenading this stuff. And then taking some shots at it. It does... Unless we just go around. Now, there's an idea. Why don't I just avoid the turrets entirely? Sometimes I'm slow. So, we have open vision all the way over here. So we know we're not moving into a red area. Unless, weirdly, there's an alien, like, right here that's got enough vision, but I don't think that's possible. So I think it's perfectly fine for Mazeltine to double move to here. Yeah, absolutely nothing there. Good. And this is the edge of the map, so nothing can come from that side. So again, this should be safe, or in fact, potentially double moving. It's showing me the red barrier there because we would be getting flanked from the turret. But if we're not waking up the turret at all, which again, there's no indication that this should be moving us into a death range here. This might be a little bit safer. Yeah, I like that.
Double time.
I don't think there's even any aliens over there. So, just double move. In fact, well, that's a bit ballsy. Although, it should also be fine. I could move over here where it's less, you know, it's not as close to the detection points, but no cover, which always makes me feel really bizarre. And actually, I'm not sure if that might actually pop, because we'd be counting as flanked, that might pop our concealment. I'm not 100% sure yet. It's like this here. I mean, I think we'd be far enough away, but I'm not 100% convinced. So I think what I'm going to do is take a safer move and run over here.
Good to go.
Because I know if you do get into flank position, that will break cover. I think we would have been far enough away that it's not an issue, but I'm not 100% convinced. And at this point, I feel very secure doing this.
Affirmative.
Okay. So we probably spent, if I just run up this road in the first place, we would have saved a turn. But we didn't know what was safe and what was dangerous. And this was certainly the safer way to start, was to check over here. I think Mazeltine's going to get double moved. He's still going to be covered by a lot of snipers. This might be a little aggro. Double moving gives you more distance. I like that ending spot, though. Alright, I'm going to single move Yamamoto over here.
Position confirmed.
Which should tell us if the rock is safe. Which seems to be the case. So Mazeltine, I'm going to go ahead and double move you to there.
I'm all over it.
We should have spotted anything that we could possibly cover that spot. Alright, so there are some hostiles, but I think, and we're getting closer and closer to the computer, I think we may just be able to dodge this. We do have to clear all the enemies to finish the mission, but we need to finish the hack before the timer. After that, the timer stops and no longer matters. Okay, you've got that, but we don't know if there's any aliens there, which I'm a little bit concerned about. At the same time, I gotta move forward a bit more. I think I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna do this. Take the risk that there's no aliens there? Ooh, that is a big risk. These guys are so far. I should be able to move here and not be in a spotting range. Oh, I could move here. Actually, I like that. Let's do that. Some of my guys might be in a bit of a range to the turret, but overall okay.
That's affirmative.
Maybe the whole flanked vision thing I was being paranoid about. And shoot the turret, or we can hack a sensor. Presumably that's the sensor hack? Yeah. So move up here.
Copy that.
You're the one we really don't want to die. If we can get, because you can even you can do a ranged hack without even aggroing thing, which is nice. I mean, it might break cover, but I don't think even then. All right, let's scoot you up over here. This is my stealthiest mission so far. Now they could potentially patrol close enough to spot me. That looks like they are just calling for a giant gas grenade. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up some overwatches. I realize that Overwatch has a chance to hit. Some people are really concerned about that, but it means we can shoot these guys before they get into cover. So I think the plan, they don't really have a better spot to move this character here. It's not getting flanked by the turret, although the turret would have a half-decent shot on us. I suppose I could wait, actually, especially with the Ranger. I could wait, because he won't get a shot without them being cover, but he could run up, or she could run up, and sword someone. Guess we're going to move up to here. We actually might want a grenade with this character, too. Well, I may not put him in under Overwatch, then. That might be the idea. Who's got the gas grenade? Sloppy over here. How do we get you in range for gassing? So I want Catnip Addict to be Overwatch with a sniper rifle. Oh, but you could also lightning hands. That's a lot of options. That's interesting. If I don't Overwatch, on her turn she can lightning hand and rifle, but I'm willing to bet people are going to jump into good cover. So no, I'm going to commit to an Overwatch with her. So I'm assuming we can't gas these guys. No, it's too far away. If I single move up, we should be okay, but I don't really have a good spot to move to. This would be full cover against that, but not the greatest in the world. Tadashi's already moved up. I could wait one more turn before I engage. Actually, that might be the way to do it. If I go here, if they spot me on their turn, they still won't get to... They won't get to act. They're just going to go and run to cover on their turn.
Get it done.
And I won't be able to Overwatch them during those moves that they're going to make on their turn, because there's no one over here, right? Shouldn't be. Yeah, I would have spotted any turrets on the roof of this thing. Because my people will be in concealment. Well, that's not true. Some people, if it breaks concealment, then I guess we will Overwatch with the rest. So Mazeltine, we're technically going to Overwatch you, just in case something comes up over here.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
And Yamamoto, you really don't have anywhere good to run. That's not true. You could run up to here. I don't like the half cover, though. And on your turn, right now, you could reach basically everyone. Yeah, you're going to be fine. We'll Overwatch you here for safety.
Moving to Overwatch.
Ooh, they might spot me. Yeah, I think so. Won't they? Oh, it doesn't. Even though I've started a turn standing in it, it doesn't count. That's really interesting. Okay. Actually, I bet you could hack the console right now, but we're not going to do it yet. We're going to Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
We'll do a sniper Overwatch here.
Scanning.
Do I want to Overwatch with you or get ready to grenade? Now, Overwatch.
I'm on it.
And I'm not going to Overwatch the Ranger, so he'll be able to run up and sword someone. And let's see how much we can gas. I think what I'm going to do is gas the guys who are further away. I can get all 3 of them, right? Yep. Because the ones who are nearby are completely exposed, so some really brutal Overwatch attacks.
We're in their sights.
So they should just be running for cover here, and then they should get the shit killed out of them. That's a word, that's a phrase. The shit killed out of them. It would have been nice to crit there, because that would have been a one-shot kill. Is that a miss? Of course it's a miss. Okay, listen. Alright, so our 2 most powerful attacks went on the same person, which kind of sucks. But I am very happy to just kill a Viper. What? I'm betting. It wouldn't surprise me, actually, if the Vipers are immune to poison. It just occurred to me. Immune, yep. He did just move away, though, which makes me happy. Alright, turret wakes up. We'll get a shot on their turn, but I'm not sure what kind of angle. Okay, she's got full cover. She's the one I'm concerned about. She does have full cover, I mean, at an angle, which means I'll get it reduced, but it's not so bad. We still have cover over here. I actually don't have to do a running gun attack. Oh, alright, I still have concealment here, too. They didn't realize, maybe, that they were getting in trouble. Do I want to take the shot? I think what I'm going to do is move up to here and then take the shot. That would open us up to being stunned by this guy, or tongued over here. I guess I might stay here, then. You know what? I'll just take the shot from here. That's fine. Because someone's going to get shot by the turret.
Target
I probably could have planned it better, but you know what? I'm alright. And that breaks that concealment, but I'm okay with it. A little bit of poison damage. So, yeah, I probably should have just opened with the conventional grenade on these guys, because it would have killed this guy outright, dealt damage to him and him, put them both within range of being killed by other things. Don't... No! Are you kidding me? That was within range? Poisoned. Our own gas grenade is working against us, guys. That does wake up another turret over there as well. Okay, we've got 4 turns to the lockout, though. If it wasn't for the fact that we had someone grab... Oh, come on! This is rotten luck. Alright, well, we learned something about the poison grenade, at least. I'm probably gonna get shot here. Oh, thank goodness that was a miss. Can't believe the range these guys are getting on their shots. Wait, you didn't get your Overwatch attack on anyone else? Oh, no, you just get your counter attack.
Armor's tough.
Right. Yeah, return fire. We're mostly just gonna avoid trying to fight that thing. God damn it, I'm being poisoned and bound.
Menace 1-5, the Advent network is almost entirely locked down. We're running out of time. Get to that terminal.
Yeah. Alright. So, question. If I do this, is it gonna grenade my own person? Probably. Do I flank or don't I? It's yellow. Someone must be flanking them. There we go. Oh no, that's not it. I'm flanking the advanced trooper. Hold on. Lightning Hands, which does 1 to 2 damage. It's only 78% chance to hit, but if I hit, I will kill this guy without using an action. Ah! I hate this game so much. Guys, I hate this game so much. I can do the hack, but I'm not sure if that would end my turn or not. Plus, I'm not sure that's what we want to do. That is such a low chance. %. I didn't go for the other. Maybe I should have just Overwatch. What I'm concerned about is I'm going to pop my character out of the snake, and then this jerkass is going to come and just sword us to death. Okay, let's move up to here. I won't be in range of the turrets. I mean, I could just sword this guy. It would require walking to poison. Is that... There it is. So this will give me cover against the turret. This guy doesn't matter for cover because he's just going to run up and melee anyway, and presumably this guy will be dead. I'm just worried if I do this. Oh, that's not enough to kill the Viper anyway. Oh, hello. It's hard to tell the color coding, but it looks like I'm going to hit both dudes, but not the snake. Hold on. Actually, I'm going to hit my character, but not the snake. What? Whereas this will hit everyone, including myself. Which is not good, especially considering I'm still poisoned. I can't believe they grabbed me from there. Okay, let's try to kill the Stun Lancer. Because if we can take him out of the picture, solving this becomes a lot simpler. There we go. Because now I'm not worried about popping the snake and having this guy come over and just melee my dude.
Thousands to go.
Oh, promotion as well. Alright, take him out. Well, try anyway. I could have taken the attack from the character who was flanking, but it wasn't that much higher of a chance. For crying out loud.
That is not good.
No, it's really not.
I'm running low on ammo.
Alright, well if you're going to take a shot, just move up to here and then take the shot.
Objective position confirmed.
I may be opening myself up to fire from the other turret as well. That was the other thing with not popping the snake this turn. Are you gonna shoot?
Commander,
I told you to shoot.
information of the exposed access point.
Oh, it's because of the exposed access point that you told me that. Wow, 8 damage. Pretty good.
Enemies down.
Alright, hopefully this character will survive a little bit longer. Yeah, you're at 1 hit point. And poisoned. You took 2 from the constricted and 1 from the poison. Now, what I'm going to have to do on this turn... And I can't. Actually, I can't heal you. Unless you can move. If I pop you, if you can move, we'll be okay. Alright, come on. Full cover, baby. Come on, baby. Alright, just shoot already. Game. Game.
I don't feel so good.
Okay. I guess we missed the attack animation. That's fine.
Get it together.
Wait, it's overwatching? I'm just really confused. Okay. You. Run up here and sword this guy. If you can give me the swordy icon. Which for some reason doesn't always come up. Okay, it's because he's actually diagonal. It's just confusing placement. So if I do this, I will get full cover from the turret. So yes, I realize I'm getting poisoned here.
You're weak.
Now I'm hoping Sloppy can run out towards the medic. Perfect. My medic being the one with the little doodad around. Let me actually move Mazeltine up to here.
Let's do this.
That way, Sloppy. This is close. This is super close. Can run all the way over here.
I might be poisoned here.
You were already poisoned. And then I can move here. Let me just save, making sure, like... you can heal diagonally, right? I'm just going to make sure here. Healer is going to move to right here.
Moving to designated position.
And then we're going to drop a heal on Sloppy. So Sloppy does not die. Heal 4 hit points and cure the poison. But yeah, the only reason that this section was so tricky and that Sloppy took so much damage is because I did use the poison grenade here, because I wasn't expecting anyone to get pulled into it. 38% is far from gate. This guy is most likely not going to stay there. He's most likely going to move. So I actually think the thing to do here would be to overwatch. Or Okay, actually... Interesting, there's no line of sight over here. And you have full cover. Okay. Yeah, just go ahead and overwatch.
I'm on it.
I'm tempted to move to a safer angle, which I think is going to be the thing to do. Yeah, just to here. And I'm going to reload.
Worth it.
I may have wanted to break angle here completely, because I'm still going to get killed. Or hunker down. I could hunker down. I was going to reload. Oh, you have a med kit. I forgot about that.
This might
Heal yourself. You're only down 3, but no, that's going to solve a bunch of issues. Okay. So what I'm hoping is that the Viper is going to move, and the Overwatch is going to kill him. It's a big hope. He's going to move, though. That I had no doubt, because he wasn't currently in cover. 3 damage is exactly what we need. Whoa, that was with a graze shot as well. Okay, we got that. There are 2 turrets, I believe, that will be able to fire on us. Both characters will be under full cover, though. And I think all we have to do to clear out now are the 2 turrets, which I'm going to try to grenade soon to pop off some of the armor. Okay, missed number 1. We are standing in poison, but it could be worse. And the other turret? Wait, you're firing and overwatching? You weren't doing that before. And are we... Yeah, I think this turret's just not having animations anymore. Yeah, missed. Interesting.
They're all over me.
I'm still going to get to fire back, which is cute. Missed. It's too bad. All we could do is 1 damage at a time, but it still would have helped.
Not even close.
Okay, on this turn, our medic is going to use the range hack to complete the quest.
Here.
Menace 1-5, the Advent network terminal is shutting down. This
That's
is
okay.
your last chance to secure the data.
That's okay, we got this. If I have line of sight, which apparently I lost, I was able to hack it earlier. Was I thinking of something else?
Finally.
Hang on. Did I just screw myself here? Okay, I still can't go there. I'm gonna stand here, which actually won't have line of sight to any enemies, but I think might give me a better chance of having line of sight to the thingy. Or I think I was gonna stand more like here.
Closing on target.
This better work. Maybe I was confused about the hack icon. There we go. There we go. No, I'm fine.
Attempting infiltration.
I just hadn't realized we had moved out of line of sight. That was scary. Alright, hack that bad boy. We'll take the better chance at getting the intel cache. I mean, as long as there's a 100% chance of breaching the network, that's what's important here. Boom. Okay.
Piece of cake.
Done. Now we just have to kill the turrets.
Confirm successful
And or
acquisition
any
of
other
the
enemies that might
Advent
happen to be
box.
lingering around, but I'm
Any
thinking it's
remaining
probably
hostiles
mostly the
in
turret.
area.
We're going to start with this guy, who's going to grenade over there, which is going to help shred some of the armor. Which may or may not strictly be necessary. It's only going to shred 1 point of armor. It might have been better just to have him fire. No, I think it's okay. Interesting that it removes Overwatch. Now, you only have a 41% chance to hit. That is quite poor. I can't get you to sword things. Sloffy actually can't see anything at all. This is the one with all the ammo. She's never taken a shot either. We're going to have you move up to here and just take a pistol shot. Great chance to hit. Unfortunately, it's only going to do 1 point of damage. It's nice that it looks like the armor can't reduce it below 0, though. I think... it's tough, because if I don't kill it, I'm going to be very exposed. But there's a good chance that I can kill it. As long as I hit. Yeah, I'll still be half cover.
Okay.
I don't think it can kill me. I think it can deal a lot of damage, but I don't think it can kill me. Alright, so we got another, what was it, 41%? So we got another 12% chance to hit. Still missed.
Negative damage. Draining ammo fast.
87% chance. And I think that is lethal damage, actually. I think it only had 2 real hit points left.
Happy now?
Yes, I'm a little bit happier. Still not completely thrilled, but, you know. Who are you gonna shoot? Oh! You shot for the character under full cover, and you hit him! Leaving him with... Is that 1 hit point?
I'm
Brutal.
hit. I'm hit.
Really brutal. I did not expect that. Eat sword. Oh shit, he's overwatching. Okay, you can hit people in full cover, but not that. I keep forgetting that these guys can shoot and overwatch. It's just like not in my brain to pay attention to that because it's like, well, he shot. Obviously, he's not overwatching. It looks like we have not actually cleared the map yet, which is a little bit scary because we are so incredibly injured. Now we're not aware of any threats at this time. No, okay.
Reloaded.
Reload. And anyone else in the area would have already like taken some action. So I'm gonna scooch up a little bit for a better position next turn. That's going to be fine. You're full of ammo. Same thing with you. I might just get our minigunner to hunker down. Because I don't want someone showing up. So you're going to reload, and then you're going to hunker down. I don't want someone to show up and just decide to take a shot at you. It's a good thing you have the extra hit point and point of armor. I didn't mean to open the door, actually. But apparently it's fine. I guess I could hide you inside, but no. Just hunker down where you are. The number code changed. That's what confused me. Reload.
Ready to rock.
And scooch up to here.
I'm going.
I think that's everyone? What did I say about probably not having aliens show up? Okay, they just moved forward, spotted me, they'll go into cover, but they won't actually get to take a shot. It's all dudes with 3 hit points, and they're clumped up enough that we should be able to hit them with... Yeah, that's fine. With one of our grenades from our grenadier here. Although, he's got to make sure to stay under really good cover. Now, I want to check range here. That is unfortunate. So we are going to have to scooch up with him. But the problem is, none of the scooching is going to result in full cover. This would. And we don't have another military grenade, right? Like, yeah. As opposed to the eyesight grenade. Alright, we might just use some conventional fire against these guys. I think it will be sufficient,
Okay,
actually.
So I got 1.
She's super sarcastic all the time. I suspect these guys will move rather than fire where they are. An Overwatch will probably work, but I'll hold off a little bit longer. Got another sniper attack here. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Nope.
I'll get him next time.
You could use a reload. But what I think I want to do
On the move.
is Overwatch with my last shot. I think that's going to be okay. 19%, yeah.
Got it covered.
Mazeltine over here, who's horribly, horribly hurt. I'm going to tuck you into full cover, because we can't actually get to the point of... actually, that would hit that guy. But I can't hit him. That's actually okay. If I go here, I can get into full cover. They could get a lucky shot, of course.
Here I come.
I don't suppose that brings both into range, does it? Oh, it does! Oh, well, that solves everything. Boom. Eat grenade. Is that everyone? Does that complete the mission? I think it does.
Status confirmed.
Whew.
All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Alright, that gas grenade almost turned things into a really, really horrible situation. We're certainly sitting with a lot of dudes wounded again, because apparently I can't do that. We only had 50% shot success. Now, there was a couple that were low percentage shots, but a lot of them were really good percentage shots that just ended up missing. And remember, that doesn't count your Overwatch misses. So these are my real shots that I intentionally took. We're sitting at 50% success rate, which is really poor. I think we got some other components, did we not? I think we got some drops. We're getting an engineer out of this, which is nice. I think there was a promotion, but the injuries are going to be bad. And you know that at least a couple of them are going to be grave injuries. Because we took a lot of damage there. It's entirely possible that all 4 of them will be grave injuries, which will make it a lot harder to run these. All 4 of them are grave injuries. That's really rough. Really rough. Well, we'll just continue for now. I'm not going to go and promote them quite yet. So wait until it's time to run them on a mission. We've got the Illyrium core, and that's it. No other weapon mods.
Oh, Commander.
Alright, we countered the alien infiltrator missions. We got an extra engineer. I'm really happy with that.
We should check with resistance.
And we've got some shaken again, which shouldn't be a surprise. The Shadow Chamber, we can equip our new engineer over there. Boom, lovely. Increase that rate. And yeah, we could hire more dudes. If we check the armory, how many soldiers would we have to run on a mission right now? Only 3, and 3 days is the soonest that we can get another set of soldiers. We can probably, I expect there's a good chance we won't get another quest to respond to that quickly. Are you blinking here? Oh, that's the armory. I mean, if it comes up, then what we'll do is we'll recruit a couple of soldiers. They recruit instantly here. I guess we're going to be wrapping this up, actually. Rumor from the Resistance contacts.
Avenger plotting new course.
Is that a combat mission? We still have stuff to do all over the place here. Or is that a wait until time goes by mission? Okay, it's wait 5 days. We can investigate the Resistance, and I think it's going to give us more contacts, which is good. I think the thing to do will still be to finish the contacts in India, though. In any case, we would have time. We have time to do this, and we'll get our people back. I do have to be more careful in these missions. I'm very cavalier, and I place myself in crazy situations. There, again, a big part of what was there to blame was the fact that I got pulled into the gas grenade, which I didn't think was a possibility. Otherwise, it would have been a lot safer, and I wouldn't have had to engage with... I would have been able to grenade that group, which, right, because I couldn't grenade them because I had one of my own people in there, and it would have resulted in a fair amount less damage overall, and the ability to eliminate those targets a lot faster. I probably shouldn't bring gas grenades. Just not good for me. I should just use regular grenades because I'm less likely to F that up. Anyway, as I said before, we're going to wrap up the regular Let's Play here. Just because it is still the pre-release and I didn't want to spoiler too many things. Depending on how things go, I may end up making one more video showing the additional, the 5th class later on, but I'll obviously have to play up to that point. So, thanks for watching this series, folks. When XCOM 2 does come out, I do expect to be playing it for real and for proper. So, I'm looking for that very much. I hope you are too, and I'll see you guys next time.